This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Join me, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty, on my podcast, My Life of Crime, as I take on true crime investigations like no other. This season, I'm looking into the labyrinth of crime and secrets within families. I'm cutting straight to the evidence and talking to the people directly involved, including investigators and the families of victims. Listen to My Life of Crime with Erin Moriarty wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to do this episode for the up-and-coming content creators because I know it can be a scary environment when you're getting into it and stuff. And I mean, it's gonna be like that with any, business and stuff. I feel like most businesses are gonna be scary when you very first get into it. But the thing is this, you gotta look at it as like, okay, this is something that I want to do. So I can't be scared of something that I want to do. That's why you see where a lot of the times, like when people, if they do skydiving, it's because they really want to do that stuff. If they were scared, then they're like me. They'd do some indoor skydiving. I was even scared to do some indoor skydiving, but at the same time, I'm like, fam, this looks mad fun. To the point where I want to go back. And it's funny how it's like, just all these different things that you are surrounded by throughout your whole life. It's like when you're getting into content creating, it ain't no different than like, I feel like there's a lot of things in your life that has built you up to this moment of creating your first channel, creating your first YouTube video, doing your first stream, creating your first TikTok, creating your first podcast episode. There's a lot of stuff that builds you up for this moment. And when I sit down and I look at my life, that's one thing one of my friends, they will always tell me is that I was really good at storytelling and stuff. And so, yeah, because I was like, I always had something to tell them. I was like, there was always something crazy going on in my life. And I'm like, fam, I got to tell somebody. And so, sitting down, seeing my friends being entertained and laughing, and then seeing it where it's like, bruh, there'd be even at times, I remember when I have like a teacher laughing about some stuff, and then just having it where it'd be like coworkers at my job, customers at my job, random people that I've met. I'm saying it's like, this is like outside of like when I had worked at that cafe, but I'm saying it's like all these things that led me up to this moment of having a podcast, streaming, YouTube, TikTok, other social media platforms. I mean, there is it's like you sit down and you think about it. It's like even like playing video games, like at the time being when I was younger and I wasn't even really into content creating, I was like, bro, I was just sitting around playing video games for no reason. And it was like, and I never sat down and bothered to think about like, why am I playing video games right now? What's the reason of me playing video games? Yeah, it's fun, but it's like, what's the deeper meaning behind me playing these video games? And then years later, I end up creating a gaming channel. So it's like, that's how I really look at content creating, is that there is a lot of like moments in my life where it's like you will see a lot of those moments become a YouTube idea or a Twitch streaming idea, TikTok idea. Like there's a lot of things that I, either went through or whatever. It's like, but there's just overall like, yeah, there's just stuff in my, life where it's like a lot of it is, like, or the stuff that I have on YouTube, a lot of it has been based off of my life and things. I just somehow, some way managed to make it into, a YouTube video or a stream or a podcast episode, so. But anyways, one thing that you are going to deal with when getting into content creating, and I feel that, everybody knows that with me, but if you are brand new to my podcast channel, podcast channel on YouTube. But what my podcast? Yeah, I think, just my podcast, because I don't know what platform you're listening to this on and stuff, so. But anyways, no, one thing that you are going to be dealing with is hate. You know, you're gonna have somebody out there just hating on you for no reason. And that's something where it's like, it tripped me out when I had started dealing with hate. Like, when I really started dealing with some, like, crazy hate and stuff. Having it where there was people out there mad at me over... Hold on for 1 second. Alright, I just had to tweak some things with my microphone. But anyways, but no, overall, though, it was like, yeah, when I had, like, really started dealing with... Well, I can think of the first time where I had dealt with the hater. And, yeah, the guy, me and him, we were making videos. This was back in 2015. Me and him, we were making videos back and forth towards each other. But then I think one day we just sat down and we realized, like, how dumb it was. You know, over the reason why we were even beefing in the first place. We were beefing over a YouTuber. And it was like, bruh, there was no reason to even beef over him in the first place. It was just, and that was the thing. It was just overall like a miscommunication, misunderstanding. You know, and so we went our separate ways. I don't know what he's doing nowadays, but yeah, obviously, you know, I still kept going with my content creating career and stuff. But yeah, it's like something I can look at and just be like, you know, it's pointless and things. And then I had to say the one time where I dealt with some hate where it was like, okay, like this, I don't even know how I'm even dealing with hate in the first place on some stuff like this. Because yeah, let's see how far you guys get with, you know, with what you guys got going on. But anyways, but I'm pretty sure some of you guys, if you're a subscriber of mine to my main YouTube channel, you probably have seen one of my most viewed videos where I was reacting to a guy that did a video about why he hates white people. So, yeah, and it was this black guy. He was just, I think he just dealt with one too many, you know, racist comments on YouTube. And it got to him. And that's one thing that, you know, I want to, like, pass out there, you know, advice to people is that don't let nothing on any content creating platform, or just any platform, not even content creating, because I know a lot of you guys may not even be content creators. But, no, don't let none of that stuff get to you, because I think that's what people want. They want to get a reaction out of you, and they obviously got a reaction out of him, and that's what ultimately led to him having to leave YouTube. Like, I think when I last checked on dude, he was just making some, like, weird, cryptic tweets and stuff, but other than that, I don't think he's back on YouTube, not that I know of. It's been a minute since I seen his YouTube channel, so I don't know, maybe, yeah, nah, he's not doing anything else on YouTube. There's like, last time he posted some videos was some years ago and stuff, but anyways, but no, it was like, he messed his career up so badly. And I'm like, fam, when I look at that, that's like one thing that you'll see about I hit my knee, and I'm like, my knee kind of hurts a little bit. But anyways, we're gonna pull some Leonardo DiCaprio stuff when he was in Django and he messed his hand up. And yeah, just gonna keep going, all right? But anyways, no, Minnesota Boy, that was the YouTuber's name, by the way. I don't know if I had mentioned that already, but I think some of you guys may already have known who I was talking about. But anyways, no, he was a talented content creator. Like, that's something that I can say about him, was that how talented he was. You know, this man, I mean, he was making these videos where he was playing video games and rapping at the same time. I don't know too many people that have done stuff like that. I'm not saying that he was the first guy to ever do it, but he was the first guy to catch my attention when it came to, like, you know, rapping and playing video games. And so, yeah, it really tripped me out, like, to see that he went from being a promising content creator and then getting into it with people, and then, yeah, becoming a racist. And it was like, it was on some stuff where I was like, bro, I don't know how you mess your career up that badly. But yeah, he messed it up. And it was like, even if the racism wouldn't have, like, done nothing to his career, he got into it with another content creator named Blasphemous HD, and he said some crazy things to him that would have led to him getting canceled. So either way, it was like, he was trying to end his content creating career. I was like, that was on some stuff where I was like, I don't know how you get that mindset of just, I want to destroy myself. You know, I don't get that. But anyways, hold on for a second. I'm gonna drink me some water. Alright, I'm back. So, but yeah, I was like, Minnesota Boy, he was somebody I was like, I don't know how you messed your career up that badly. It's something still to this day I try to figure out. But yeah, he was hating on me because I didn't agree with him. Me being a fellow black person, I wasn't agreeing with another black person. And that's the thing where it's like, fam, do you not have black friends? Have you never, because my thing is this, I got black friends, family, black, you know, people that I've had to, well, yeah, of course, him on YouTube, but that's the thing, though, you know, amongst all communities. It ain't gonna just be the black community, it's gonna be all communities where you're going to disagree with somebody within your race. So that's why I'm like, fam, even if it's on some petty stuff, some stuff that don't matter, even to all the way like some serious things that can change the world, you're gonna agree or disagree on some stuff. That's just how life is. So yeah, it really tripped me out how much he was upset at me for not agreeing with him. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not racist. Like, I'm not racist. So like, why am I agreeing with something that I don't agree with? Why would I look my friends up, like friends that I've known for years, people that has had my back on some stuff, people where I've had their back on some stuff? Why would I look them in the face and tell them, hey, we can't be friends because of a YouTube video I watched? I don't even know why. And the thing is this, I just came up with the assumption that he was just dealing with some racist white people online. I don't even know why he was even being racist in the first place. Here's my two conclusions. I think it was because he either dealt with some hate comments, or he was just following the trend of this other YouTuber named Nicole Arbor, where she did this video talking on, she did like this video titled Dear Fat People, and she was just cracking jokes on like people of weight and stuff. And so yeah, it was I think there was like back then that was just a trend, like, oh, dear, they're like this amount of, or dear these people, or dear that people, and it was just talking to a random group of people and stuff, and it was like, oh, okay, cool, I guess. But yeah, I think those are the only two reasons why he had why he did what he did. It was either he was dealing with some haters, or yeah, he was just wanting to follow with the trend. But I honestly, if not that, I just think that man was really trying to get himself canceled, because like I say, he said some things to the guy Blasphemous HD where I was like, I don't care how upset I am at somebody, I would not say any of the stuff that that Minnesota boy said to Blasphemous HD. That was like a new level of anger, and I'm like, fam, all because of some content creating stuff? That's crazy. I was like, yeah, there's some people out there, and that's like, you know, talking on like the haters and stuff, like, they will get upset at you over the most silliest stuff. Excuse me. But no, like, I had, no, back in 2015, when I started doing reaction videos, I had people hating on me just for doing that. And I know a lot of you guys may not even really know the, like, you know, like, what was all the hate and the drama behind reaction videos. You know, you just see a reaction video and you see it. You know, it's like, okay. And the thing is this. If you don't like reaction videos, you very well don't have to watch it, right? I'm saying, like, I don't know why that was, like, such, like, an issue and stuff, but yeah, anyways, but no, like, yeah, when I started doing reaction videos, I was getting hate for just doing that and stuff. I still get hate to this day for doing reaction videos, and I'm like, bro, do you see how many people do reaction videos? Like, that's the thing, that's the one thing about haters, is that they will try to, like, push off whatever they're thinking onto somebody else, as if I'm supposed to agree with them. And just like how I was saying with Minnesota Boy, everybody is not gonna agree with whatever you got going on. So that's why I'm like, fam, because if that was the case, this whole world would be destroyed. You know, because there's probably people out there that just want the whole world to end. If everybody were to agree on that, the whole world would end. People, this all like, yeah, explosions, freaking everything would go crazy. But if everybody wanted world peace, then guess what? The world's going to be peaceful. But the thing is this, there's people, I feel like the good majority of the people, we want world peace. There's some people out there, they just want to see the world burn up in one big giant fire. They want to laugh about that stuff. They find that type of stuff funny. They find that, and there's people out there where that's one thing that I will say about haters, is that some of them are sick. Like, no, like, I mean, like, mentally sick. They got some stuff going on. My thing is this, you know, with some of the hate that I've dealt with, having it where people have threatened my life, threatened to hack my, you know, platforms and stuff. What other things has been said to me? I mean, like, you name it, I've heard it, okay? So, it's something where I'm like, fam, I don't care what type of videos exist on, you know, the internet. Not even just YouTube, but just the internet. I cannot bring myself, and the thing is this, and one of the reasons why I'm even doing this podcast episode is because at one point in time, you may find it surprising, but I was a hater. And I'm going to tell you this right now. It was one of the dumbest moments of my content creating career. It was something where I was like, I had no reason to even hate on this guy in the first place, but I was hating on him. And it was this this YouTuber named Ray William Johnson. He used to do these videos called Equal 3. And no, I would hate on his videos. I would be like, why he post those videos? Those videos is dumb, it's stupid. You know, it's like, who would watch those types of videos? Sometime later, I ended up being a fan of those videos. It was not, man, it was so stupid. I was like, I'm hating on this man for nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, and this was like back when I was in high school. So I know people would probably be like, oh, well, you know, you were just a kid. So like, you don't know no better and things. 100% right. Now, somebody explain to me, why have I had full-grown men hate on my videos? You can't give them that excuse of, oh, well, they're just a kid. And that's one thing about like haters is that, you know, and I know they're gonna probably like try to get on me for saying that they're sick in the head. I really don't care about that. But no, one thing that haters will like to do is like, if you get them caught up on some stuff, they want to come up with every excuse possible. Like, there's been times where I've called my haters out on some stuff and then they'll hide, and it's like, I'm telling you, like, some of the haters I've dealt with, they got like a dark imagination and stuff. They just got a dark mindset when it comes to some things. But no, I'll get on them about some stuff, and then they'll be like, oh, well, I'm autistic. And I'm thinking to myself, fam, I've had friends that are autistic. They don't be carrying on like that. Now, I really don't know how that stuff works, but my thing is this. You need to have a parent or a guardian watching what you're doing, because it's like, fam, there's no way possible where you like, okay, so my thing is this: autism teaches you racism. Like, no, I'm serious. That is some of the most dumbest stuff that I will hear. They'll sit down and write like a full-length paragraph saying some of the most racist stuff to you, right? You say one thing about you, one thing about them, and they're like, oh, so you like attacking autistic people? And I'm like, fam, how am I supposed to know that when your username is N-word hater? Like, I'm saying, how am I supposed to know that type of stuff? I'm telling you, man, like, it's with some haters, I'm telling you, like, they are sick. I don't care about that. Well, with them, with anybody else, I'm like, hey, you know, more power to you. I really wish you the best in life for those that actually are dealing with autism. But the haters that want to quote unquote say that they're dealing with autism, yeah, ain't nobody hearing that, bro. You out here being racist and disrespectful to people. Ain't nobody hearing that. So that's one thing about haters, is that they're gonna, you know, come out and try to come up with every excuse possible when it's like stuff is too overwhelming for them. And yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm not hearing that. Like, that's one thing where it's like, you know, I dealt with hate for like 4 years straight from this one group. And I heard so many different things like come from that group, to where now it's like, if anybody else were to come to me talking like them and then not from that group, I'm not going to hear nothing that they have to say. So there probably is going to be a lot of people out there thinking that I'm ruthless, that I don't care, that I'm, you know, like I'm hard on people and stuff. And I'm like, okay, and I'm all like, look, the thing is this: when you've dealt with some of the haters that I've had to deal with, yeah, that stuff is thrown out the window when it's like people, because even back then when people would say that stuff to me, I didn't feel bad. I'm like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do about that? You just left all these racist comments underneath my channel. I call you out on it, and then you're like, oh, well, I'm autistic. What am I supposed to do with that information? Who am I supposed to tell that to? Who like, and my thing is this: you just said all these racist comments. What do you think now? Okay, because in some places and, you know, areas where it's all like, you know, you can't racially attack somebody, you know, whether it's with your words or actually causing physical harm to them, you can't do that in most places, right? My thing is that, do you think if you're in a courtroom, let's just say you attack somebody over the color of their skin, beat them within an inch of their life, or even as, you know, some serious stuff, you killed them. You've killed this person based off of their race. Do you think that in a courtroom They're gonna be hearing, like, and they just saw the video. They saw you stood around them, was shouting, calling them the N-word, all this other stuff, saying all these racist, derogatory things to them. Do you think that in a courtroom, they gonna be hearing that, oh, well, he suffers from autism? All right, what form of autism? Like, it's like, I know that there's, like, you know, like, there's autism, but then there's, like, other, like, you know, forms of it, like, where there's other, like, things that not comes out of it, but it's, like, there's just other forms of autism and stuff. So, like, what form of autism do you deal with? I'm like, racism? I'm like, because that's all that we're getting from all of this and stuff. So, yeah, there's, you know, you gonna be, dealing with, some just, you know, some weird and, just evil-minded haters and stuff, to where it's like, yeah, they'll do that. They'll hide behind that. They'll hide, behind suicide. They will hide behind, what are some other things? Yeah, a lot of different stuff. Like, I've had haters tell me that, oh, because such and such made a video about you and I don't like you, therefore it gives me the reason to call you the N-word. And I'm like, okay, well, for one, you just told me that. You didn't even call me the N-word. So it's like, you're going to call me it. But it's like, don't tell nobody that you're going to call them the N-word. It just sounds so stupid. I'm like, man, I'm telling you, some of the haters, like, nah, man, I'm gonna turn this into a series, because I know there's a lot more that needs to be said. So anyway, stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you guys for watching and are listening. Make sure you follow me across all social media platforms at TMossBoss, and also make sure you use my promo code for both SeatGeek and Rogue Energy. TMossBoss is the promo code. Thank you guys for watching, and peace, and or listening, and peace.